across St. Joe. And so we said, wow, okay. We've committed some engineers to doing this, and as of about 2 months ago, we've identified a solution to where we use our cable plant as a vehicle to basically do just that. Benton Library and the living rooms of kids across St. Joe. It's really pretty neat, and it's something that I think we need to take advantage of, and we need to be thinking about how do we make this happen. St. Joseph Cablevision was committed 14 years ago to providing this St. Joe School District a fiber optic network. Today we're committed to giving all kids access to the internet and to the school district network. And I'd just like to say, I'll leave you with this. One of my IT directors who I was having a conversation with a few weeks ago, who was partially responsible for creating this solution, he was all giddy and jumping around and excited about this. And I said, my God, I wish you had this much passion about some of the other tasks that we task you with on a daily basis. I said, and then I remember he had 4 kids in the St. Joe School District. And then I recognized the more he talked about it, the more that he really understands that we're basically, when this happens, that we're limited by our own imagination. Once you have all the kids that connect to a network like this, there's a lot of things you can do, a lot of these things that they were showing you tonight. So we need to make it happen, and we're going to make it happen. We're committed to making it happen. As I got 2 kids that'll be joining the school district here in about 6 years. And so I feel this is very important, and it's something we need to do. That, I'll turn it over to you, Lee.
Thank you. It's exciting that it looks like with the teamwork between the school district and St. Joseph Cablevision that we have a solution. So that's great. Thank you very much. And up next, Stacy.
Thank you to our team of presenters. Okay, now it's time for us to go to work. If you will, please look at the work activity sheet in your packet. There's also a copy on a green sheet in the center of your tables. This is the official sheet for your recorder to use. So now let's go through the instructions to make sure everyone understands the tasks. Each group should select a recorder and a spokesperson. The recorder is responsible for completing the information requested on the worksheet located in the center of the table. Be sure to complete the information in the box in the upper right corner. These worksheets will be collected at the conclusion of the meeting. The spokesperson should facilitate discussions, keep the group focused and on task so the work is completed in the allotted time, and report the group's information if time permits. We're asking that staff members at the tables allow our parents and community members to volunteer for the recorder and spokesperson roles. Please make sure the information recorded on the group's worksheet reflects the collective decision or consensus of everyone at the table, not just the opinion of 1 or 2 individuals. Monitor your time and progress to make sure you complete your work in the allotted time. And again, at the end of the session, we will only collect the worksheet that has been completed by the recorder. You have 4 tasks for this discussion. If you are at a table with less than 4 people, please join another table. And so now you can begin.
We want to get started. Thanks for your leadership. Oh, thanks for all your help in this. It's been great. I think we're ready.
From the spokesperson at your table. We will bring a microphone to your table, and we'd like your spokesperson to report on the one task that was the top of the discussion for your table. We do ask that the spokesperson be brief so we can hear from as many groups as possible. Also, we request that the spokesperson only report the information on the worksheet. Please do not provide personal editorial about the information. And just a reminder, the worksheet from each table will be collected at the end of the session, and a document will be provided in your packet at the next meeting that contains the verbatim information from each group. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, okay, you're the first.
Okay, on the first one we have, we marked it as a 4 as being in the priority level. And the 3 reasons why we selected the priority ranking was to keep students up to date with the world, workforce development dictates the best training available, and student engagement increases with technology.
Thank you. And can I take your... Thank you. Oh, okay. Okay. Whichever task was the top of the discussion for your group. You can choose whichever task was the top of the discussion.
All right, for number 1, we have that the implementation of a comprehensive technology plan is that it's important as soon as financially feasible given other budgetary priorities. We do want our students to have the widest range of resources for learning, and we want the students to be competitive in the future job market, but we think that the technology needs to be taken into account whenever other things are whenever other things are possibly going to be cut.
The group that I had a chance to work with went through and felt pretty strongly about the technology, one direction or the other. Primarily, we're most interested in the technology, primarily for the capability of technology used in jobs in the St. Joe, Northwest Missouri area. A lot of companies nowadays are even, they won't take an application unless it's online. So it's something that we feel that really needs to be pressed forward onto that. As far as task number 2, we'd like to see an even placement of technology across all the schools throughout the St. Joe area, grade-specific stuff. Task 3, technology, we go through it and feel that the technology connects to the home. That's for the parents and the students and such. So many times in my line, I find that parents are somewhat standoffish about the technology because they simply don't know. They're uneasy about anything that they're not familiar with. So that's one of the reasons that we went through and really pressed for it, at the home. And task number 4, possibility of a citywide hotspot. Get all the citizens here to where they come up to a technology literacy type operation that we have. Is there a possibility of going through teaching classes for anybody that's interested in attending them at little or no cost to them?
Our group on task 1 agreed that it was a very high priority to implement our comprehensive technology plan, and the fact that it was comprehensive was very important. We wanted to include all of those elements, the PD especially. We feel like we don't just want to have the stuff, we want to be able to know how to use it to get the kids to learn what they need to learn and what is in our curriculum for future learning. And because it is such a rapid shift and we're into a global technology age. On task 2, we rated that a 5 as well because we feel like students need to be active learners, and this helps them to take ownership of their learning. That gives them the want to. On task 3, we felt like the partnership with Cablevision needs to be communicated to the community, and that the fact that education is and technology is so rapidly changing, and that we need to advertise those partnerships.